Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bickelmeyer Meats, The Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, the Kohler Bortnick Team, Olive Events and Catering, Three Peaks Lawn Care, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome out to Omaha, Ralston, Nebraska, the Ralston Arena, community ice, as the Kansas City Jets finishing or continuing on their 3 games in 3-day weekend set as they're taking on the Omaha Junior Lancers. Obviously, after yesterday in Fremont, this is a big difference when it comes to the level of play we're looking to see tonight. John Kirby alongside.
Greetings, everyone. Exciting event tonight, playing the Junior Lancers. Always very competitive games between these two teams.
So we're looking forward to what should hopefully be, obviously the biggest test for the Jets on this young season.
No question, both Omaha teams are undefeated. Their JV team is 6-0. Their varsity team is also 6-0. So we've got a good battle here lining up for the JV team.
So as you can see, the Jets getting ready to break the huddle, and we'll see what kind of a game they have. You haven't seen the Omaha jerseys yet at home. It'll be don't adjust your set.
Right? Pretty wild jerseys they're putting on display this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. This is we're doing this, in a different location. In years past, you can see that big black netting that they have for the for the safety of the fans, presumably. And we used to sometimes, when we would come to Omaha, try and move our camera way down to where the glass was, so you weren't having to look through the net, but it didn't give you the best vantage point, and it was also really tough for us, the broadcasters, having to sort of be in the stands and turning to the side to get to stuff and so on. So we're doing the best we can. This is we're from upstairs today, and we'll see how it goes. Teams are out. Jake Bradshaw in the goal to our left for the Jets. For the Lancers, it's D'Agasto. So he is in the goal to our right. Referee at center ice, and we are underway here in Omaha. Jets a perfect 2-0 so far on the young weekend, but they've got their work cut out for them playing this undefeated Junior Lancer team. And off the faceoff, Jets able to clear it out of their own zone, but it goes right back in. And we will see how things go tonight. We thank you for joining us here on the Jets Hockey Network. It looks like it was the Kaufman, Krugel, and Brennanman line to start things off. Puck into the Jets' end on right wing. Caldwell back, a pass in front, backhand shot, and a kick save. Might have been going wide anyway, but a good job by Bradshaw to be alert early on in this one. And here is Caldwell with the puck. He was actually a little shy of the red line, but they let him get away with it as he dumped the puck in. It goes all the way to the far side. Krugel trying to work it down. Jets are changing behind the play. And over for the puck, Whitrock. He overskated, and it's picked up by the Lancers. These pink jerseys, which I don't know if this is like I don't know if it's like a breast cancer thing or something, or if it was just a fashion choice. It is making it tough to pick up the, through the black netting. It's kind of tough to pick up the numbers. You can see the Jets just fine, though.
Oh, yeah.
So Whitrock played it ahead. Now in the middle, it's taken there by Saldi. He'll work in for the Lancers and dump it in behind the net. Amon back for it for Kansas City. He was checked. Puck comes loose. And a good job to come over and help out by Lane Whitrock. He'll ring it around far side. And Arnold will just backhand it down the ice. Let's see if they, no, they're going to wave it off, as it didn't quite have all the juice to get down there before the Lancer defenseman could have flayed it. By the way, the big Lancers are playing tonight. They're on the big ice here at Ralston Arena as we're playing. And we're going to get a penalty. Looks like the Jets player had the stick knocked out of his hand, and so a slashing call is coming up. And so Kansas City will get the first power play relatively early on in this one, as Henry Froloff will go off for slashing exactly 2 minutes in. And the Jets will see what they can do on the power play. Not exactly been lights out so far.
No, it's a pretty fast pace, but not a real clean
No, I meant the
start.
Jets power play on the season.
Oh, yeah.
At the JV level. We'll see what they do. Whitrock, who has been out there for a while now, comes out to center between Kaufman and Brody Lee, and Lee gets it back to Caldwell. He walks the line across. One-timer, Bloom tipped on goal. A couple of saves by DeGasto, and he will hang on. So a pretty good opportunity there for Kansas City right off the face-off. Maybe they were listening.
Great effort. Aiden passed it over to Bo, put a good shot on, and
there's
Jane,
a redirect that really made that dangerous. So again, Whitrock on the draw. And the Jets get it into the far corner. Now it comes back to the left point. Bloom across for Caldwell. Bouncing puck, he'll settle it. Wrist shot goes wide off the pad of the goaltender and then off the boards. Lee tried to play it back. Good play by Caldwell to keep it in. Aiden from the back of the net on his backhand. Pulls up in the corner, cycles it for Kaufman. Kaufman in the corner. He'll come away with it, try to play it in front. Lee, and he tipped it into the crease, but couldn't get it on goal. And the Lancers cleared the length of the ice. Bloom back for it. I was about to say that he was getting chased on the play, but he came away with it. Now Lee on right wing. He'll gain the zone and dump it in. Minute left to go in the power play. Whitrock on the far boards comes back to Bloom. Now again off the side boards, and it is played out to center ice. Lee again waits for his mates to get onside and dumps it in. Rings around to the far side. Kaufman over there had it poked away, but it came to Whitrock across right point. Caldwell a shot. That was blocked at the fence. Then Bloom a drive. And I don't think that ended up getting all the way through either, and it ends up going out of play, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 44 seconds left to go in this power play for Kansas City. They've had a pretty good man advantage here so far in this. A good zone time anyway.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Bloom's shot again hit a leg and comes back out. One of the things, you're going to hear the coach's conversation before the varsity game. I talked to Coach Emmons a little bit ago. But one of the things he said, as I preview it here a little bit, is how Omaha traditionally has always been willing to sacrifice the body. And we've seen that in this power play a couple of times. Bloom walks the line straight away with the puck. Get it top of the circle, shot by Whitrock, and again that hit a stick and ended up going up over the glass and out of play.
Good patience there, good patience. Got off a good shot. Omaha deflected it, but it's good puck movement on the power play there.
15, technically 16 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Jets change up players, anticipating even strength. As Smith played it to Riggs back of the net. He was shoved down. Comes back out to the point. It was kept in. Redmond a shot. That was blocked again at the defense and back the other way. Here come the Lancers trying to work in. This is Cutler. Cutler, he was forced wide, and then the puck sent around to the far side, played in front, and Redmond knocked it down there. He'll play it off the glass and out to center. That was actually a hand pass, but they let it go. And the Lancers, and it's sent into the Jets' end. Bouncing puck. Amon couldn't really handle it. Goes back of the net, and Redmond will pick it up for Kansas City. Chase off the sideboards, and it does come out. And here's Riggs. He was checked. And now it is taken, and being Chet ran into Redmond pretty hard there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Chase was the aggressive one, but he's the one who went down.
Right.
Maybe it's just me, but it looks to me like this Omaha team has quite a bit of size on the JV side.
They do.
Stonebreaker plays it up the far boards for Omaha. It comes all the way back to the Kansas City line. Now it's backhanded in Under 10 minutes to go, first period, scoreless. Jets and Junior Lancers. Kansas City gets it out to center ice, trying to work in. Woodworth with it. On the sideboards, that was Krugel.
Yep.
And now here's Kaufman. He'll play it back to the point. Elam a shot again that was blocked to the defense, and Elam in a race back there. It's taken eventually by Ross, and a shot right on, saved by Bradshaw, and he will hang on.
Good stop there. Very good stop there. We've had a couple shots right into the defenseman's shin guards.
Not just a couple. That's happened at least 5 or 6 times.
Yeah. Got to just pay attention to that. It might be an opportunity to deke them and try to drive in and get a wrister from the top of the...
So your mistake is you're not realizing that high school kids believe that it is possible for the puck to go through solid objects.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's a physics lesson on quantum tunneling or not, but the chances of that happening is pretty slim, actually.
Yep.
Pointlin sent it. Tried to fight for it on left wing, lost the puck, and now the Lancers take over. And looks like Stonebreaker goes for a skate back behind his net. He'll play it up on right wing. Still in their own zone, though, are the Lancers. As they played up the far boards and now into the Jets' end, trying to work in on goal. A long shot and a save by Bradshaw, and he will hang on. 8:52 to go here in the first period, still scoreless.
Another good save there by Bradshaw.
Luckily had an opportunity to see that one all the way.
Yep.
Face off to his left. Froloff out to take it for the Lancers against Whitrock for the Jets. And Lane wins the draw, and it's rung around to the near side. That hit the skate of the referee. So Amon had to go back for it, rings around to the far side, and it bounces over the stick of Kirshner and out to center ice. Now across, it's played ahead by, thinking that's Wynn, is how you pronounce that. Puck goes right through the crease. There was a down Lancer in the crease, but nobody actually ended up getting the puck. And Jets get it out. Now here's Lee with some speed, trying to move in. He's being hampered from behind, taken into the boards. Jets carry on. Whitrock, he stops and starts, checked into the end boards. A lot of weight being thrown around right now by the Lancers, but the Jets do keep it in. Nice play by Amon there at the point, but then sent into the Lancer bench, and we'll get a face-off.
Good effort in our offensive zone there. Didn't quite materialize into a good shot, but they're keeping the puck in.
So 8:04 to go in the first period. It's been a long-running first period so far. We haven't even played half of it yet. Scoreless. Whitrock wins another draw. Back to the point, across Redmond on the right side, bouncing puck, but he kept it in, sent it toward the net, and then Woodworth had a chance near the top of the crease, but didn't really get much on it. Now he gets another shot, and he put that one wide. I think it went off the stick of a Lancer defender. Now in the middle, Lee. Brody Lee, a shot, and that hit a stick and goes wide. Whitrock from the near side corner. Lee over there tried to work it down, comes back out right point Redmond, and that was gloved down by the Lancers. Long pass in front, and that was intended for Cutler. And a good job by Redmond to break that up. Although when it first happened, Redmond almost made it easier for him by slowing the puck down.
Right.
But as it turns out, Jets are able to clear it. Now here's Westman trying to work in. His shot goes off the blocker of Bradshaw. The Jets get it to the line, but not out. Lancers keep it in. Shot again. That might have hit the glove of the goaltender, Bradshaw. Puck along the near boards. They're trying to work it free over there. Near the line, but couldn't get it out. And now comes around to the far side, and Smith, and he got it to the line, but again, not out. Jets will get another try here, and that time it was poked out by Riggs. Puck in the middle of the ice. It's taken in by Bianchette. Did I get that right? Okay, close enough. Comes out to center ice. Pulled into the zone. I believe that was Ellis. He was checked to the boards. Jets get it out ahead. Lemke, 2-on-1 if he hurries. He's got Riggs with him, but he wasn't really able to cleanly accept the pass, and so he ended up getting checked off the puck, and the Lancers come back the other way. Krugel is able to break that play up. Jets dump it in. They're changing behind the play. Krugel after for it. He and a Lancer player spin around in front of the net. Then a shot, and that goes in on goal.
Good try.
And
it was bouncing.
Yeah, DeGasto had to be alert there, was able to cover it, and gets a whistle and a face-off with 5:51 left to go in this first period. So Jets and Omaha Junior Lancers. Kansas City holding their own for the time being anyway. A divisional weekend for Kansas City as that again bounces in on goal, and DeGasto had to be alert but able to glove it. Nice little scoop like a first baseman. And
I like the effort so far.
So the Jets got their first 2 wins, JV and varsity, in their division last night against Fremont. This is their second set of games today and tomorrow with the Lancers. Off the face-off, comes back out near the point, and then Caldwell fanned on it, and a 2-on-1 the other way. Bloom is back, trying to get it in on goal, passed it in front, and a good job back-checking that time by the Jets to break the play up before really they had an opportunity to get a good shot on goal.
Go.
Krugel back the other way. Krugel's got a step, trying to work in on goal, backhand shot, and a save by DeGasto. Rebound goes into the corner. A really good job by Thompson to avoid running into the goaltender there, actually.
Right.
And the puck came in front, but Kaufman unable to pull the trigger on his backhand. Caldwell kept it in that time, and Aiden will play it into the corner. Back for it is Edwards for the Lancers. He'll play it up the far boards. Bloom kept it in, played it off the sideboards, and then Kaufman kept it in again, but this time the Lancers will be able to break it out to center ice. They'll work back in the other way. Erstad into the corner. He had it poked away by the Jets. And Lee able to get it out to center ice. And he'll just play it back to the Lancer line, and Sidorek there. Caldwell dumps it in, and that ended up going off of traffic and into the Lancer bench, and they'll get a center ice face-off with 4:37 to go.
Really nice turnover there by Aiden Caldwell. Created the turnover, got the puck out. We got to be a little more careful with the puck through the neutral zone. Create opportunities for us, moving it into our offensive zone.
Lancers dump it in on goal. Bradshaw leaves it there as we're down to 4.5 minutes left to go in this first period. Brody Lee on right wing. Nice pass to Arnold across on the left side. In on goal, a shot right on. Saved by DeGasto. Had to fight it off. And then Arnold gets manhandled a bit in front of the zone. And then a little face wash there with Whitrock. That doesn't have the same effect when you're not wearing a visor and you're wearing a cage, but still. We'll see if any penalties get called. And the thing is, Arnold, I don't think he touched the goaltender that I know of.
I don't think he did either.
They're
really
bringing
surprised.
him over, but I think we're going to end up with coincidentals here.
And that's probably okay. I feel like he just stood up and they came after him.
Yeah, I mean, it was somewhat aggressive, and, you always try and protect your goaltender. And I think it was one of those things where the referee didn't want to give the Lancers a penalty without giving the Jets one too, because the Jets did kind of create the situation by going aggressively toward the goaltender. Yep. So we'll skate 5-on-5. 4:21 left to go. Off the face-off from the top of the circle, a shot. That hit traffic, ended up going wide. On that shot by Amon. Redmond kept it in. Down low, they center one off the stick of Whitrock. Then a shot by Amon. That missed everything. Goes back to Redmond, and his shot went off the leg of Sidorek. And the Lancers get it out to center ice. Amon did a good job of breaking that up.
Go.
Redmond back the other way, 3-on-2. Now 4-on-2 if they hurry in, but Redmond just dumped it in behind the net. Lee after for it. He and Woodworth kind of miscommunicated. It comes back, and Redmond will have to go for a skate in the neutral zone. He backhanded it in. Went right to a Lancer player and back the other way. This is Ross trying to work in. Played it toward the middle. Nobody was there, but then trailing the play, a fan shot, and it comes in front. Lancers again try and put it toward the net, but it was forced into the corner. Puck bouncing around along the near boards. And the
There
Jets
you
get
go.
it out. Whitrock, a good job. And it's dumped back in by Westman. Lancers are changing behind the play. In the meantime, Lee. He lost it. Redmond picks up the loose puck. He'll backhand it out to center ice. Whitrock couldn't accept the pass, but he'll go back for it. Plays it back in his own zone and goes to the bench for a change. Down under 3 minutes left to go, first period. Still scoreless. Pass in the middle. Lancers play it back of the net. Elam up ahead for the Jets. That went off a stick. Rebounded toward the middle, and then it was played behind the Jets' net. Comes out near the line, and the Jets do get it out to center ice. Dump back in offsides, a delayed call. Lancers tag up, play ahead. That was too elevated for Riggs to handle it. And it comes loose in front. Jets poke it toward the line. Long shot, that hit traffic and never did get through. Played off the sideboards, not out. Toward the near corner. Comes back out, and a long shot by Nguyen. Handled easily by Bradshaw, and he'll hang on. 2:09 left to go in this first period.
We had a little struggle there. Number of turnovers trying to get the puck out. Boys just need to settle down a minute, make a good clean pass, and be moving without the puck.
Face off to the right of Jake Bradshaw, and off the draw goes back of the Jets net, or at least behind the goal line. Now comes back out to win at the point. He tried to play it down the line. That was intercepted, and Kaufman did get it out to center ice. The Jets at times are just doing the best they can to clear their zone. A lot of times when they do, they're just handing it right to Lancer players. Caldwell plays it up the boards. Kaufman trying to gain the zone with it. He does. Can't really get the puck, and then Krugel tried to play it ahead. Pointland couldn't get a stick on it. Now it comes to Krugel. He played it back to Pointland, but unfortunately he was too close to the line and came all the way back out to center. He had to back up, handed it, unfortunately, right to Cutler for the Lancers. And now the Jets will have to break out again. Bloom with the puck. Oh, he took a big hit. You don't see Bo get knocked down
Not too often,
very
no.
often. And or even just knocked off the puck, to be honest. Puck comes right through the middle. Nobody there for the Lancers. At least they couldn't get a stick on it. Pointland. Oh, he tried to pass it in front for Krugel, who didn't really anticipate it. He slowed down. That was like Mahomes to Kelsey, and it was just off. Now Bloom a shot. Stick save by DeGasto. Rebound comes into the sideboards. And the Lancers ice it with 46 seconds left to go. 46.8 on the clock here in this first period from Ralston Arena. Joel Becker and John Kirby on the Jets Hockey Network. Hope you're enjoying it today. The varsity game comes after this one.
Both teams trying to get a sense of what they're trying to do, not quite getting what they want.
Well, it's been 14 minutes and 15 seconds of this already. Off the face-off from the top of the circle. A shot right on by Arnold. And a save by DeGasto, and he hangs on. So Arnold's had a couple of the better chances for the Jets so far in this period.
We've had some good looks at it, just haven't buried it yet.
Here he is again, another shot right on, and again he put it right into his breadbasket. So we'll get a whistle and a face-off. At this rate, we'll be done tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Another win by Whitrock, comes back out to the point this time, and a shot, and that pinballed through the middle, but well wide of the goal. And they play it off the sideboards, and the Lancers get it out to center. Chase Redmond there with it. He'll lift it, but that was gloved down, and continue on Ellis. He'll work into the zone. Ellis from a sharp angle, a shot right on, and a save by Bradshaw. And he was doing his DeGasto impersonation that time and was able to sort of corral it in and hang on for a face-off.
Good stop by Bradshaw, coming in almost at the end line there.
Both goalies have been sharp when they've needed to be. 20 seconds to go in the period. Off the draw, comes back out to win at the left point. He'll just send it down low. Lancers looking to center it. Instead, it goes behind the net. Now they'll play it toward the front. That was picked off by the Jets and Arnold. And he overskated. We're down to 5 seconds left. Got it to the line, not out. And it goes behind the Jets' goal, and that's going to do it. The buzzer sounds, and the first period comes to a close without solving much of anything. We have played, whoops, I shouldn't say final. That should say first period. But other than that, it's right. 0-0 is our score. That's actually one thing you do know is that in the Midwest League, it couldn't possibly be a 0-0 final. They don't have ties in this league. All right, first period, nothing. And we'll take a break, come back with the second period coming up right after this on the Jets Hockey Network.
Reuben Beeler is on the trail again. 13 people are dead from the savage poisoning of a church well at the zealous hands of a vengeful old woman. With warrants in hand for murder and flight to avoid prosecution, Reuben, Homer Poteet, and Marshal Marion Daniels take to the trail of Blanche Boggs. She's crossed the Mississippi River into the primitive wilds of southern Illinois to return to her old home place. Back among friends and family, Blanche knows she's safe. She's not. Nobody is on the Killdeer Trail.
Killdeer Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Welcome back out to Ralston Arena, Community Center side. Joel Becker along with John Kirby filling in for Homer Scabona.
There you go.
Should we call you Homer Kirby?
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind.
15 minutes of hockey in the books. The Jets and the Junior Lancers scoreless. I would almost call that a win for Kansas City. They played a strong period, I thought.
They did. They played real strong. Little too many turnovers in the neutral zone, but they're hustling. They've had some good shots on net, and hopefully we'll get a goal here in this period.
Buck along the near side boards. As 4 players over there trying to fight for it. Now a 5th player, Lancer player, comes over, helps out, centers one. That was stopped by Caldwell. Lancer's still dangerous here, back of the net. Looking to center it, now all the way down, cycles it down to the corner, and a nice little stick to block that one by the Jets defensively. That was Kaufman, and now Kansas City's going to get a penalty. Bloom away from the play, took a Lancer player down. They're calling this a trip. It could have easily just been called interference.
Yeah, agreed.
And so early on, the Jets are going to be killing a penalty. This is the first time they have taken away, where they're killing. They had a power play that they were unsuccessful on in the first period. So this is going to be our first chance to see the Lancer power play.
They had some real active sticks in that last sequence and stopped a lot of pucks. They're going to need to do that here on the penalty kill.
Erstad and Whitrock fighting for it. It comes away to the Jets, and nice job lifting it down the ice by Aiden Caldwell. Power play for Omaha. Scoreless just underway, second period. First of 4 total games with the Junior Lancers, 2 varsity, 2 JV. This is the first JV game. And again, it comes right to the Jets, and they'll send it the length of the ice. That time it was Redmond who's out there with Caldwell on defense. Whitrock and Brody Lee up front, killing the penalty, which is already 40 seconds gone. And again, the Jets, as the Lancers have not done an especially good job of gaining the zone. Now with speed, finally, this time Ross does. And from a sharp angle, a shot. Bradshaw looked the other way, but he had made the save, went off his shoulder and into the corner. Now the Lancers do finally set up. Long shot, pad save by Bradshaw, rebound near side. It's played out to the straightaway blue line, now down low. Back in the middle. Now to the far side. Some good puck possession here by the Lancers, but the Jets are doing a good job of keeping them contained to the outside. Sidoric with it. Top of the circle, a shot. And, the rebound hit the end boards and bounced in front, but that rebound shot went well wide as well. Down to 33 seconds left to go in the power play.
he had a tough time getting a blade on that putback, which was to Kansas City's benefit.
Now another shot goes high off the glass behind the net, wide. 20 seconds to go in the power play. Sidoric again, straight away, and the long shot was blocked at the Jets defense as Brody Lee got a body in front of it. Now he gets it again and plays it off a stick and out to center. It was good to see the Jets taking a page out of the Omaha playbook there and getting sacrificing the body.
Solid penalty kill there. Brody Lee did a great job getting in front of that.
Oh, now walking in on goal, a shot by Boucher, and he hit the outside of the post. And the Jets will ice it here. With 12 minutes, 3 minutes gone by in this second period, the Jets, that was probably the most likely goal for the Omaha Junior Lancers so far.
Yep, little breakaway right after the penalty kill. The Jets did a great job on that kill. They were positioned nicely. They shut down Omaha, controlled the puck, but they didn't get any really great shots until after.
Kaufman and Boucher. And the Jets win the draw. It comes up the far side, but they can't get it out. Brenneman, and now they do. And the other way, here's Kaufman, right wing pass, looking for Brenneman, trying to work in. He'll get it behind the net. He's taken to the boards, though, by the Lancers. They take over and played off the sideboards and out. Back for it is Pipe. He plays it to center ice. Loose puck there, taken over by the Lancers. That was picked off, though, and Brenneman
here we go.
Back in, trying to work in on goal from the Dada shot. And it looked like DeGasto must have gotten a piece of it. Bounced up high in the air, and the Lancers took over. They're trying to get it out. Now there's a couple of players that came together. They were both... I thought that they might have actually gotten their equipment tangled up. It's Krugel.
Yeah.
And I don't know exactly who from, but I think that somebody is going off. I thought for a minute they actually had locked their masks together or something like that. I think they're just going to send both of them off here.
I think you're right. It looked like a wrestling match at the end. That Omaha kid was pinning him down on the ice.
It's Boucher, B-U-S-C-H-E-R, Boucher. And so they'll each get coincidental minors. And for the second time, the Jets and Lancers will just stay 5-on-5. 11:16 to go here in the second period. Still a scoreless game from Ralston Arena. I guess it's Liberty First Arena, according to the ice anyway.
Yeah.
So, off the draw, Jets play it down low back of the net. Kaufman trying to work it free. Centers one. He had Arnold there in front, couldn't get him the puck. Now Arnold in the corner. Tried to cycle it down low. Woodworth after for it. Woodward behind the net, had it poked away by the Lancers. Gets it back for a second. A couple of players fighting for it in the corner. Comes loose. Kaufman, he tried to center it. That was picked off by the Lancers. And they will get it out to center ice. Like Stonebreaker, able to gain the line and dump it in. Goes up the far boards. They play it back out to the left point. Long wrist shot. That was sticked away easily by Bradshaw. Goes into the corner, though. Lancer player fell down. It's one of those things where if a referee's not paying attention, that ends up getting called as a trip. But Aiden really didn't do anything.
No, he didn't, and that was good. No trip
good,
call.
Yeah, good no call. As it turns out, puck comes behind the net and out to the near side. In the corner, Jets hemmed in a little bit here in their zone, though. Good job by Stonebreaker to keep that in, but now the Jets take over and Caldwell the other way. Aiden on the left side. And good defensive play that time by Froloff to take him to the boards and keep that rush from going. Now Bloom activates from the point, and he kept it in, but nobody there behind the net for the Jets. And the Lancers will just lift it off the glove to center ice. Samard trying to work in. That was broken up. Back the other way. Smith tried to play it ahead, got it to Woodworth. He gave it to Bloom. Oh, he has a man in front. Lamke backhand shot, and he missed the net.
Man.
He had an open net to shoot in, but he had gotten in a little too tight and put it wide.
Stay with it, guys. You got them on their heels. Let's go.
Amon a shot, and that was partially fanned. Didn't get much on it. Now we'll play it in front. That was blocked to the defense, and it is rung around. Back to Amon at the point. His shot was blocked as well. And the Lancers take up, and they're just going to ice it.
Yeah.
So 9:13 left to go, second period, and some pretty good pressure, as you said, there by the Jets.
We definitely had them on their heels. That was some of our best scoring chances of the whole game, and would have been nice to have gotten one there. I think we can still maybe get one at this in this shift right here. Let's go, boys.
Whitrock line comes out for Kansas City. Face off to the right of Vincent DeGasto. And the Lancers win that draw. They'll send it down the ice. This one's going to bounce toward the net, out of the net Bradshaw, and he'll play it to the side boards, beating the Lancer player to the puck. What I believe was Taylor Ross. In the meantime, comes back out to the point. Long shot off the glass behind the net, wide of the goal. Amon over there. Puck comes loose. Pointland couldn't get a stick on it. Whitrock trying to help out defensively. Comes up the boards and comes out to center ice. After Fort Lee, he'll get a step, work in on goal, and a good job defensively to break that up. They just basically got in his way, and now it comes out to center ice. Whitrock didn't realize he had a Lancer near him, tried to play it back to his own defense, but it goes all the way back into the corner. Over there, Amon. Now it goes back to the cage, and Redmond will pick it up for Kansas City. Chase up ahead off a stick in Redmond. Whitrock, and this play is offsides as Pointland just couldn't wait. Tried to drag the leg.
He did. That leg wasn't long. You needed another foot or two.
Yeah. And I don't know if, I said tried, but that's a loose definition of that word too. I mean, he stuck his leg back, but it's not like he did the real good stretch you sometimes see. In the NHL, all you got to do is have your leg over the line. It doesn't work like that in this league.
No.
Off the face-off, Krugel trying to keep it in at the line. Goes right to the Lancers, though, and they'll work out to center. Pass ahead by Erstad. That was broken up. Now it's loose again, and it's knocked down by Krugel. He'll work in on left wing. He's shoved down toward the boards. Elam able to keep it in for a minute, and then the Lancers clear it out. Back for it, Pipe. Oh, he fumbled a bouncing puck. It comes right to Ross. Good job by Kaufman to knock him off the puck. Pipe will play it around to the far side. Kept in, though, at the left point by the Lancers. And now back of the net. A lot of players getting thrown around in this game. I was just thinking about, that's a bit of a charge there. Because that player was actually jumping into the back of another player. And apparently nothing's being called. And now they're going to, I was going to say they're going to get the retaliation. And I tell you what, I don't know what he's going to get here, but depending on what it is, and to his credit, he had to take a charge. Now, that doesn't give you a license to go charge the other guy. They're calling this head contact. It's Elam, not Pipe. And the officials are talking about it. Boy, I tell you what, the linesman is lobbying.
Boy, they just tossed him.
Yeah, he's lobbying for throwing him out. I'm really surprised. And Elam is talking with this linesman. The linesman, normally a referee isn't going to let a linesman talk him into a different penalty like that. But it is possible he saw something that the other guy didn't. I guess while we have a minute here, I haven't done any actual highlights, and we can maybe see what we could see on this hit in the first place, because we can go back to the original one. Let's see what we can see here. So there was the hit in the corner, but that was an initial hit that probably got some of this started. And then Elam did come up high in the face there. That was basically a cross check to the face. Look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they ended up calling a major in a game for head contact. So the Jets are going to be killing off a major power play here. We did not go back quite far enough to see the original hit. And if we do have time, I'll try and do that. If nothing else, at least between the periods. There's a shot off the skate of Lee. So the Jets are going to be killing a penalty for another 4.5 minutes, no matter how many goals the Lancers may score. We're scoreless over halfway through the game.
Watch it, Bo. Don't get a penalty.
Well, there's a Lancer player down in
He's
the
on
crease.
Bo's stick.
And
He's got Bo's stick.
the Jets were able to clear the zone. So about 50 seconds gone by here in the major power play. With the puck is Busher trying to work in on right wing. He dropped it, but that was,
there you go.
Unfortunately, a bad drop pass for him, and a good job by Brody Lee to pounce on it and play it out to center ice. Jets shouldn't be needing to change penalty killers here pretty quick, as they've been out there for 1:15 so far. They have changed one. Kaufman out now. And a pass across. Kaufman got a stick in the way of that. Lancers still maintain possession, but they rang it around, and nobody was there at the point, so it comes all the way back to the Omaha line. 3:30 left to go in the major power play. Still scoreless, 5.5 minutes to go in the period. Trying to work ahead with the puck. Crinklaw into the zone. He'll walk in front with it. A shot. That hit the post. It was the outside of the post. Came straight out, and the Jets clear it.
Bo.
Short-handed.
Good
Kaufman
clear.
trying to chase it down. He can't get there before the Lancers do. Lee was able to get off the ice, though, in favor of Krugel, and then Kaufman picks up the loose puck, short-handed. Now here's Krugel with Kaufman into the zone. He just rags it along the far boards, misses a few checks, and wastes some time. We're down to 2:50 left to go in the power play. Lancers look to break out from behind their net. Up ahead on left wing. Good job of penalty killing here, Krugel, to just get in the way.
Just good pressure, very good pressure.
Keeping the Lancers bottled up in their own zone, even though they're 3-on-2 right now, trying to break out. So another good play by Krugel to rag the puck along, and now finally the Lancers do get it out to center ice. Working ahead on right wing. It comes back to the right point, sent rink wide. They play it in front. That hit traffic, never got through. Oh, and I tell you what, if they'd known Kaufman was up there, he was ready for a breakaway.
Yeah, he could have had a great breakaway there.
Ross trying to work in the other way. Nice check by Kaufman. And Dane will get the puck and send it the length of the ice. That was just a really good defensive play, especially on a penalty kill. 1:52 to go.
Jets are doing a great job on this penalty kill. Everybody's in good position. Everybody's hustling. Active sticks.
They changed penalty
Great
killers
job.
as Lemke and Whitrock are out there. Amon looks for a lane, and he sends it off the stick and out to center ice. And again, Lemke trying to chase it down to 90 seconds to go in the power play. Sidoric with the puck. For the Lancers, weaving his way through the middle, comes in on right wing. It was broken up, and it was kept in. Good play by Ross at the point,
Nice
but then
job.
the
Nice
Jets
job.
take it and send it to the ice. Amon. 65 seconds to go in the power play. Still scoreless here in Omaha. Into the zone, Cutler with it. He'll work toward the middle. A shot right on and a pad save by Bradshaw. Jets with the rebound. They can't get it out. It's not on the first effort. And now it comes away, and Redmond will ring it around far side. Whitrock over there, and he'll play it off the boards, and it does go off a body and out to center ice. Didn't quite get it the length of the ice, but at least he cleared the zone. That play was offsides. But they say play on, and it comes around to the right point. Kirshner sends it down low. Redmond after for it. He plays it around the boards. That was knocked down, but Whitrock, he'll try the other side. That went off a stanchion, and a break for the Jets as it ends up going down the ice.
Great job getting the puck back out of the zone. We've only got 9 seconds to finish this 5-minute penalty kill. Great job by the JV team.
So the Lancers gain the zone. 1 second left. The Jets break it up, and Kaufman back the other way as the teams are 5 aside. Dane Kaufman trying to work in, passes in front. He had Brennanman with him, but unfortunately couldn't hang on to the pass. Krugel was over there as well. Thompson gets the puck. He'll work in. Makes a nice little toe drag move in on Golish. Shot, he put it wide by a couple of feet. Then a sharp angle shot, and DeGasto covers up the side and makes the save. $1:49 to go here in the second period. The Jets killing off the 5-minute major power play.
great effort, and I think they were pretty excited to get it back in their offensive zone and get a shot on goal there for the Jets.
It was definitely a good job.
See if we can control the puck here as we do and maybe get some opportunity.
Caldwell with it at the point. He'll play it right on. A save by DeGasio. Left a big, juicy rebound in front. Now it comes right in the middle. Brenneman couldn't get a stick on it at the top of the crease. Then another pad save by DeGasio. Back out point. Caldwell a shot that was blocked to the defense. And the Lancers send it down the ice. It'll be an icing call against Omaha with 1:26 left to go. Let's see if we can still see that first event that happened that precipitated all of this way back when. The play is eventually going to go into the corner, and one of the Omaha players is going to jump into the other player that I thought precipitated all of this. And it's right there. All right, well, we'll watch it again as we're back to live action here. Minute 15 left to go. But, yeah, it was clearly a charge. If you leave your feet to initiate a check, that's a textbook definition of a charge. And that was what Elam was not happy about. Again, it doesn't give you a license to do what he did.
He was lobbying for that call, but he wasn't getting it.
I was just going to say, he probably deserved the 5 in the game that he got. Certainly at least the 2 and the 10. I mean, after all, it was basically a cross-check to the head. But I would say that the Lancer player also deserved a 2 and a 10 for the charge. And I think that he would, if that's the argument he was making, he's probably right. 35 seconds left to go in the second period. Puck in the corner, trying to walk in front with it, and Lee had his pocket pick, got it back though, then a shot, and that went off of the goaltender and out of play. 24 seconds left to go here in the second period.
Like the effort, definitely like the effort. We're still at 0-0, but
when we have a chance in the intermission, not only will we get a chance to look at it, but I'll zoom in on the hit, so you'll be able to see it a little better. It's tough in this Liberty First Arena because shooting through that net, you can only see so much. But we'll see what we see in the intermission. We'll have time to go over it. In the meantime, 24 seconds left here. Kaufman wins the draw. Arnold back to Kaufman. From the dot to Arnold, a shot right on, and a save by DeGasto. And the rebound comes out to center. Bloom there. Plays it off the sideboards and down. Are they going to call this icing? Yeah. Wow. It was elevated when it went by the Lancer player and apparently didn't touch him or anything.
Got to be smart here. You've got 9.5 seconds. You don't want to give up anything.
So, .5 seconds. And that's going to do it.
Good job.
The horn sounds, and the players will go to the locker room without anybody having actually solved anything. No score.
We're living up to a defensive Omaha versus Kansas City battle here.
I would say you are correct there. So scoreless after 2 periods here at Ralston Community Center. We'll take a break, come back with a second period intermission coming up in just about 3 minutes here on Kansas City Jets Hockey on the Jets Hockey Network.
Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Now let's all say it together. It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo. So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. and bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
Buying or selling a home is one of the most important investments of your life. When it comes to choosing an agent, look for top performance and customer satisfaction. Combined with state-of-the-art resources and support provided by Reese Nichols, the Kohler-Bortnick team provides a one-stop shopping approach to real estate, customized and put to work for you. The Kohler-Bortnick team is absolutely committed to your satisfaction through superior marketing and constant communication. The Kohler-Bortnick team, honesty, exposure, results. It's what they stand for and what they deliver. Hey, if it's good enough for Jets assistant coach Radoslavilo to be part of the Kohler-Bortnick team, it's good enough for you. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Bicklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Olive Events and Catering, and Three Peaks Lawn Care. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back here in Omaha. Joel Becker along with John Kirby filling in for Gary Scabona. Kansas City Jets hockey, Jets and Junior Lancers in the second intermission here with no score. Don't have any, obviously, goal highlights to show you. But what I can show you is the one hit that we had and a little bit of what happened to sort of precipitate it. So we'll have a chance to look at it a little bit here. And eventually, Elam is going to get a 5 in a game for a head contact cross check to the face. And there was a lot of players being, pushed down. We talked about that before, but it's this play right here. So let's see what we can do about getting a better look at this.
Joel's got this new equipment, and he can create some magic when he needs to.
We can zoom in a bit to get a better look at it. So looks like that's is that Lee or
that's
is that
Brody in the corner, and I don't know who's left of him.
No, it's not. That's what I thought. It's Pipe and Elam.
Oh, okay.
I think Elam's
and 47.
No, that's Kaufman is the other guy. So here's the Omaha player, and watch him leave his feet. Right from behind, first of all, and there he goes. He actually leaves his skates and jumps into him face forward into the boards. Now, Elam, if you look at our goaltender, the guy that's standing right in front of our goaltender is Elam. So he had a front row view of that.
He saw it all. Yeah, he didn't like that at all.
And was not very happy. So we're letting play continue here. And eventually, he didn't like what happened to that particular player. And so this was his retaliation to it. Which I don't think it's the same guy, by the way. He was just looking for anybody who was wearing a pink jersey. But that's almost a butt end there.
Yeah.
But he definitely right into the cage, and and the player, as you can see, is slow in getting up. He got up eventually, and he was okay. But in the meantime, that was what precipitated. Called Jessica. Back with the third after this on the Jets Hockey Network.
Hello, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. For this Heartland memory, we go back in time about 35 years and get a brand new kitten. Many years ago, my wife, the coveted Lara, and I traveled to a place called Hidden Valley, a name lost on me because the location was on a hill and in plain sight, to view an antique chest of drawers. As we closed the deal with the lady who had the piece for sale, a kitten bounded sideways into the room, went into full scaredy-cat mode at the sight of us, and tore off into another part of the house. The young cat was in and out of the area so fast, all I really noticed about it was most of its tail was missing. I mentioned that fact to the chest of drawers lady. "Oh, her," she said. "She's a bobcat. My old man found her out in the woods when she was just a tiny little thing. If y'all want her, take her with you. We're moving. I was just going to dump her out by the creek." She collected the kitten and thrust her into my arms. We looked at the cat, its tawny, mottled coat, the beginning of white cheek ruffs around her face, guard hairs already tipping her ears. Would we take her? You bet. While the kitten dozed on my wife's lap as we drove home, Lara dubbed her Jessica. We had a new family member. During the journey, I began to have doubts. We were now responsible for a bobcat. I had never been so selfish as to want to keep a house cats, Miss Spock and Leroy, and we feared the coming confrontation. The kitten was placed on the living room floor, and Spock and Leroy began their inspection of the intruder. Spock bumped noses with her, hissed, and delivered an overhand right worthy of Ali. The kitten easily slipped the punch, as well as the two that followed, and Spock stomped off in frustration. Leroy watched the proceedings and reclined on the arm of the couch, declining to make a fool of himself. The kitten jumped on him and a battle ensued, minus teeth or claws. Jessica was home. Cats, unless it has been bred out of them, are superb natural athletes, and Jessica was amazing. By the time she was 3 months old, we'd carpeted 2 of our living room walls to give her a place to run. And run she did, streaking up a wall, darting sideways, the ripping sound of her oversized claws audible throughout the house. She would bound up to one of us, ears back, bouncing sideways, her way of asking to be picked up and literally thrown at the wall. We'd oblige, tossing her 10 feet across the room, and she'd stick like Velcro for a moment, 5 or 6 feet above the floor, then blast off horizontally at bobcat velocity. She stalked the other cats and would attack by sailing over them in airborne frenzy, reaching down to tag the freaked-out victim as she soared away. In the years she spent with us, to my knowledge, she never bit or clawed a family member, feline or human. That courtesy, however, was not extended to interlopers. While still just a young cat, she nearly killed a tomcat twice her size who was threatening Miss Spock in the front yard one evening. The punishment was over in just a few seconds, leaving the area littered with bloody bits of fur. The intruder squalled his way down the block as Jessica sat quietly on the porch, picking his hair from between her toes. She loved hugs, gave as good as she got, and grew into an adult bobcat of intimidating appearance and marvelous temperament, as gentle as a collie pup and as social a cat as I have ever known. She was sweet, caring, lovable, and funny. And the day we had to have her euthanized because of a brain tumor was one of the saddest of my life. I do not agree with the wholesale slaughter of wild animals to satisfy somebody's superior sense of fashion, but I could not have made that point with the woman she was not in the mood to discuss, just blindingly accuse. Nor would she have understood the import that skin had and still has, as it resides with other heartfelt personal remembrances on our altar, an honored symbol and reminder of a wonderful animal and beloved friend, saved from being dumped out by the creek in a place called Hidden Valley. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for dropping by for a Heartland memory. on Theater of the Mind.
Welcome back out to Omaha, Ralston, Nebraska, the Ralston Arena Community Center side. The Kansas City Jets Omaha Junior Lancers scoreless after 2 periods of play. So what are we going to see in the third, do you think, John Kirby?
I like our chances. I like we killed off that 5-minute major. I think the boys have serious confidence going into this third period, and it might just be a 1-0 winner. We'll take it.
I was just going to say, the one thing we probably don't want to have happen is see it go to a shootout, because that has not gone well for either the varsity or JV
well. No, I hear
so
you.
far. Team's obviously back on the ice, ready to go for the third. Well, they're back on. Whether they're ready to go is a whole other story.
They know they can hang with this Omaha team, no question. It's a great battle between both.
If there's nothing else, one of the biggest takeaways from this is the fact that the Jets got to be able to feel like they can play with the top teams in the league this way. And that's what you want to know. If you're, that's the biggest measuring stick you get to when you have these kinds of games early on in the season. Both Jake Bradshaw, Vincent D'Agosto have played well in these games.
They have. They've both stepped up. Here we go.
And the third period is underway. Away we go, as they say. The Kaufman line to start things off. Out there with Krugel and Brenneman. The pass for Brenneman was a little too far ahead of him. Goes off of a stick. And now the Jets will take over. Ooh, and then Caldwell blew a tire, but he's able to get back up and get the puck. And he'll gain the red line and dump it in and chase after for it back of the net. Win up the near side. Jets and Kaufman can't do anything with it. The puck comes loose, and Win again goes behind his net. Just underway third period. Scoreless game, Jets and Lancers. And Caldwell activated from the point. Had it poked away, but Krugel over there. Now again, Wynn comes away with it. Brenneman on him. The puck squirts loose, but only Lancer over there. Now Krugel trying to work it free in the corner. They have it pinned along the boards on the near side. Kaufman comes over to try and lend a hand. And Dane able to get it for just a second. Now Krugel again. And finally comes away and played up the far boards. Bloom kept it in on the first try, and then on the second, it ends up in the Omaha bench. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 1 minute and 25 seconds into the third period. The Jets have had the offensive play so far in this period.
Yeah, we've definitely had the puck in our
keep in mind we're having
zone.
to play this period without Elam as a defenseman. He was kicked out earlier on a major in a game, so that will be true obviously for the rest of this game and tomorrow as well, for that matter. Now trying to work in 2-on-1.
Nice
Chase Redmond,
job.
a guy's
Great
play.
job.
Yeah, get a skate on it and knock it away. Redmond will get it back of his net again. Plays it up the near side for Brody Lee. Off the sideboards and Whitrock. In the middle for Lee. He had a hard time accepting the pass. Puck bouncing, and Arnold will backhand it in. Lancers go back for it, but Lee knocks it down in the corner. He tried to walk in front with it. That was poked away. Then Redmond again able to keep it in. And turning, trying to work in Arnold, and he went and fanned on the shot, but then Whitrock had Lee in front, tips it toward the net, but it ended up going wide. I'm not sure if D'Agosto got a piece of it or not. He might have. But in the meantime, there was too much traffic in front for me to see that. Now it's kept in, though. Ooh, some hands to the face there.
It's a good job keeping it in the zone.
Yeah, and he managed to keep it in anyway. And Whitrock knocks it down.
Here we go,
we go. Arnold, the long shot.
Finish.
And he gets his own rebound, and he puts it wide off the glass. And Bloom pinches in. He'll knock it down, but it was knocked away from him, and the Lancers come back the other way. They'll try and work in. From the right wing side, goes off the end boards. Amon back there. Jets play it off the sideboards back toward the point, and a good job to poke it out by Riggs. Riggs able to kick it into the zone, but he doesn't have possession of it and comes back the other way. This is Cutler. He'll try and work in with speed. Sharp angle shot. Bradshaw the save rebound. And it's picked up by the Jets. And Riggs able to get it ahead. Now it's carried on by Lemke. His shot hit a stick and goes wide. He had a man in front, and I don't know if he was looking for Smith or if he was just trying to shoot it, but either way, it never got on. And then the shot from the point, gloved down by DeGasto, and he'll hang on. 11:42 left to go in the last 45 seconds or so. Both teams with some grade A opportunities.
Absolutely. They're both moving it fast, creating opportunities, good shots on net. I'm glad we've got it in our offensive zone here. Let's get one here, boys.
Lemke to take the draw, and they play it back to the point. Across for Bloom, and it comes out to center ice.
Just came out.
As Caldwell didn't really make a very good pass across the line. And so we'll have a neutralized face. That was close.
Yeah.
If Bo had kind of anticipated that, he might have moved forward and got to it before.
Or he needed to take it on his backhand and keep it in.
Didn't quite get the angle. Here's Cutler. He'll play it across now on right wing, in on goal. And a shot goes off a stick and into the glove of Bradshaw, and he hangs on. Saw that one all the way.
I'm liking the confidence I'm seeing with that young man. He's doing a great job, and
Jake Bradshaw.
You can just tell he's very confident at this point in this game.
And Vincent DeGasto has also been sharp in this game. I don't know if he goes by Vinny, perhaps. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of guessing that. Anyway, puck in the Jets' end, and Caldwell, he left it in the corner, and it comes out, and a nice play. Boy, that was almost interference there.
Right.
As a good job there by Brennanman to play it ahead, and then he kind of got in his way. But in the meantime, the Lancers will dump it into the Jets' end. Blown back for it into the near corner. He played it back in the net, and now Caldwell will pick it up.
There you go.
Jets caught a bit of a break. Ahead for Brenneman. Brenneman with speed on right wing, trying to work in. He's 1-on-2. He played it all the way out to the far side, and Krugel back to Brenneman. Now Krugel again. It comes loose to Kaufman. Kaufman a long shot. That hit a skate and changed directions on the way, so DeGasto had to be pretty alert there, but he makes the save. And the Lancers able to get it out to center. And we get a whistle, and there's going to be a penalty. Behind the play, it's an interference call, and it looks like it'll be on the Jets again, and Brennanman. And for the third time.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The Jets have only had one power play on this game.
I know.
And it was way back in the first period. So we don't want to allow the Lancers to go to the well too often. They have looked good on the penalty kill so far. But Brenneman off. And once again, the Lancers with the man advantage, and a nice little poke away by Brody Lee. Well, I tell you what, the Jets have had some shorthanded opportunities this year on both JV and varsity. There have been a couple of times where it seemed like that might happen in this game.
Yeah.
They never ended up with a shorthanded breakaway, but
you get the right foursome that can just angle properly, disrupt their passing, and get a turnover. You can get going the other way easily.
Jets able to take over and play it out to center ice. And looks like Taylor Ross will have to go back for it and go for a skate in his own zone. Up ahead on right wing. He'll gain the line, trying to work straight away, in on goal, and Redmond able to knock him off the puck at the last second before he was able to get a shot off. Amon over there in the corner.
Get it out, get it out.
I don't think they can hear you. Here's Brody Lee. He couldn't clear the zone. Now it comes across straight on a shot and missing everything. I believe that was Erstad. And the rebound comes all the way back into the Omaha end with 45 seconds to go in the man advantage. So Erstad did go in. And now the Jets take over and clear it down the ice again. 35 seconds left to go in the man advantage. 9 minutes to go in regulation time. Krugel and Kaufman out there killing the penalty, along with Bloom and Caldwell now for Kansas City. And that should be icing. And we are going to get a whistle.
Good call.
as the original pass just eluded the Lancer player and goes the length of the ice.
If we can win this face-off, Joe, might get a shorty here. At least get an opportunity. That's all you're looking for.
You get ahead of yourself. Kaufman and Krugel out there, though. Same 4 players for the Jets. And Dane able to get the puck and a shot from a sharp angle, then the rebound. And D'Agosto able to get both of those, and we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 16 seconds left in the man advantage, 6:46 in the third period. Face-off again. Kaufman trying to work it free, doing a good job of nothing else, wasting the rest of the penalty kill time. Bloom sends it across for Caldwell. Not a very good pass, but Aiden will go back for it. And boy, he couldn't clear the zone. 2 seconds left. The penalty's over, but the puck's still in the Jets' end. It's sent down low by Preble. Now up the far side. Off a stick, and the Jets will try the other side on the near side this time. And it does get by Preble and down the ice. And an icing call to the Jets, but that'll give them a chance to get a no line out there and get things set up with 8:11 left to go in regulation time. Of course, JV games go straight to a shootout if they do end up scoreless.
8:11. We'll see if we can
little over half a period.
Get one here. My wife just stopped by Joel, Isaac's mom, and she said pink. She wasn't too excited about Omaha's jerseys.
Okay. We'll see what they come out with in the varsity game.
It's definitely a little different look.
Like I said, it could be some sort of a, fundraiser or something.
Yeah.
Puck comes right in front off of Bradshaw, but luckily the Jets take over, and Brenneman was able to get it out to center ice. Krugel couldn't handle the bouncing puck, and then it is poked away. And a shot, and they score. Oh, boy.
Man, just...
What an unfortunate...
It got deflected by the defenseman, and it might have gone off his skate, off Bradshaw's skate. It's like it deflected twice.
Yeah. Well, the thing about that one, too, is that they were able to get it out to center ice. And right there, it was Caldwell who had the puck. He was dusting the puck off. He had the opportunity.
Yeah.
You can't. And one of the things that Gary Evans talked about, was turnovers at the blue line, and he can't do a sharp angle shot. Like you said, I think that went off of either the body or the stick of the defenseman. I think that's Caldwell, and just managed to sneak through the legs of Bradshaw.
I don't even think he thought it was coming in.
No, it clearly. He was not expecting that to come in the way it did.
All right, we got our work, boys. Let's go.
I tell you what, if that ends up being the only goal in the game, that will be frustrating to say the least.
Yeah.
7:20 showing on the clock. The Jets have half a period. Of course, they've been able to come back in games before, even with 2 goals in the last minute. Riggs over in the corner. The puck comes loose. And it is played out by Westman. Amon.
Here we go. We go. Oh!
Ellis gets the goal, by the way, for the Lancers. I don't know how they could give any assists on that. Oh, nice move trying to work in on goal. A shot right on, save by Bradshaw, and he will hang on. I believe that was Saldi who had the opportunity.
It's quite a move there.
It was, in fact,
did a good
Julian
job.
Saldi with the chance. And what's the best side about that is a guy like Jake Bradshaw, after giving up a soft goal like that, kind of a fluke, to be able to come up big when he sees the next, and that was a really good opportunity. One of the best of the night for Omaha.
Yeah, it was.
And he made it look easy.
He did.
So here's Caldwell, who's played a lot today, keeping in mind that Elam has been gone for half of the game. Arnold overskated, still with the puck, though, and Brody Lee trying to work it forward. He was knocked off the puck, and the Lancers dump it in. Caldwell back for it. He'll send it across for his defensive partner. And Bloom played it up ahead, but it didn't go out. Then a long shot goes off Bradshaw and out of play. 6:14 left to go regulation time.
Keep up the effort. Keep hustling.
And as the game goes on there, you're probably going to have to start seeing the Jets taking a little more chances too, trying to get some offense. I don't know what the shots are. They don't have it on the scoreboard or anything like that.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping we'd see the shots. I feel like we've had the advantage there, but...
Off the face-off wraparound attempt, and Bradshaw there for that. Comes up the near side boards, and the Jets take over. And Lee got it ahead to Caldwell. He'll get it into the zone. Win for the Lancers. Plays it up the near side boards, and the Omaha works out. Long right wing pass into the zone. Defensive play by Bloom to knock that puck away. Lee trying to go up. Oh, he was hit up high.
Yeah.
Missed most of the check. Again, the Jets have not had a power play since very early in the game, and I think they may be getting one here. Well, that would be a big break for Kansas City.
And good timing. We'll take it.
I was just going to say that the Jets need to take advantage of it here. Roughing the call.
All right, team. This is it.
I believe that was Parker Busher, but I can't be positive. It's hard to tell through the netting and on the pink numbers and also with people standing in. The Jets are going to call timeout here. So, according to Mike Hughes, thanks a lot, Mike. The shots are Kansas City 20, Omaha 15.
Well, my wife would say I'm never right, but I'm glad I was.
Well, that doesn't count.
It just felt like we had a few more.
That doesn't count as being right.
Right.
Between husband and wife, no doubt. So, big opportunity here for Kansas City. They're going to have the man advantage. And obviously trailing by a goal with just, 5.5 minutes left to go.
I think it's going to take maybe an ugly goal, little dirty cleanup goal.
Well, they had some pretty good success in the first power play they had in terms of they had a lot of zone time. And they did their first shot they had on the power play was probably their best chance to score in the entire game, which was a redirect. And that's what I was actually thinking that they might be looking for here, setting up a situation where either Bloom or Caldwell, perhaps from the point, will be able to let one go, and somebody like Brody Lee or Whitrock might get a stick on it in front. So we'll see what happens.
I'm thinking Rado's giving them some very good direction on what we want to try to do here. Let's see if we can execute.
Whitrock on the draw, goes to the sideboards. And the Jets take over. Lane with the puck on the half boards on the far side. He'll play it back straight away. Bloom across for Caldwell. Pouncing puck. And he does a good job of settling it. Got it to Brody Lee. Lee from the corner. Works back of the net. Now out to the far side. Plays it across. Straight away Bloom with it. A shot. That hit a leg. Whitrock over there, but the good job from on his rear end.
Yeah.
The Lancer player able to get enough on it to play it out to center ice and down into the Kansas City end. Caldwell works back in. Oh, lead pass in front.
Man.
He was looking for Kaufman, went off his stick and into the corner. Dane's still with it, though. Kaufman at the dot. Now it comes back at a shot. And that shot by Whitrock hit traffic and never got through. Comes back to Bloom. He's got Caldwell across. Got it to him. Aimed in a shot right on. Saved D'Agasso. Rebound. And that didn't get through. Comes back out to Caldwell again. Caldwell a long shot. That was redirected but never did get on net. Good job by Caldwell to knock it down to the point. Sends it across for Bloom.
Walk it in.
Bloom. They can't hear you.
Sorry. I can't help it.
Bloom sends it across for Whitrock. Top of the circle. Shot. That hit traffic. Then it comes in on goal, and D'Agasso makes the save. Boy. Oh, man. Now, I think that's Kaufman, and he did go to the front of the net, but he never touched the goaltender, and then he was tackled, and it looked like he had his
behind.
head. Well, yeah, and it looked like he had his head slammed into the ice a few times. I don't know how much of that was what.
No call.
Wow.
That's
43 seconds still left to go in the Jets man advantage. And I think Omaha's going to call a timeout now.
Rado's certainly pleading on that one.
Or maybe not. Well,
He
Rado wants an explanation from the referee.
Yeah.
I mean, and
he's
you can,
exactly
I don't know,
right.
I mean,
He's pounding his head. in
Yeah,
the
yeah, you
ice.
can't really see him right now on camera, but Rado is being pretty
Animated.
graphic, or animated with the referee in terms of, he's like they threw his head into the ice 4 or 5 times. So he certainly wanted something called. The two linesmen are talking to each other about something. Now, you might remember earlier when Elam got thrown out, it was the linesman who convinced the referee to change his call. Originally, he didn't have it as a major.
Good
Here's
win on
Bloom.
that face-off.
And across, Caldwell. He couldn't handle the pass, but it goes off the end boards right to him. 4 minutes to go. Caldwell, a wrist shot. And that went through a maze of players, and Legasto got a piece of it. Here's Whitrock. Back out left point for Bloom. Bloom, a long shot. That pinballed wide of the goal. Caldwell with it. Played it back of the net. Kaufman into the far corner. Now he'll play it back out to the point for Bloom. Sends it across. One-timer Caldwell, and he got a lot on it, but it wasn't on goal. Whitrock will play it back to the point near the top of the circle. Another long shot by Bloom. Missed the mark wide. Caldwell pinches in. He lost the puck, and that'll give the Lancers a chance to clear it as the penalty expires. So the Jets had quite a few opportunities, but could not get a goal with the man advantage. We're down to 3:20 left to go. They've kept this same
Here we go.
on. Whitrock on his backhanded shot right in. Oh, they score!
Great play.
And I tell you what.
Great turnover, great backhand pass, and score.
Well, we're going to see it on the replay, but I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling that the Jets kind of got away with one here. In that I'm pretty sure he was in the crease way before the puck ever got there. But let's see what we can find. So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell there. Let's take another look at it. So he's right at the top of the crease, but I don't know. I think he interferes with the goaltender. It looks to me like he was not only in the crease, but also actually made contact with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't make any difference.
We'll take it.
I was going to say they can't check the replay, but just to be fair. But I tell you what, as much of a fluke goal as what the Lancers got, there's almost a little, the hockey gods doing something here to make it 1-1. And we're down to 2:40 left to go. Yeah, it was. So we're still tied here. If we have another chance, we'll try and zoom in and get a better look at that. But in the meantime, down to 2.5 minutes left to go. Jets and Lancers 1-1. High hit there, but the Lancers trying to work back the other way, and this is Westman trying to work in. Oh, he played that in front, and the puck loose in the crease. Bradshaw tried to go down. They say they score. Is he waving it off?
He's waving it off.
The Lancers said they scored, but I have a feeling that the referee lost sight of that way before it ever ended up in the net. So he waved it off immediately, and I think that was probably the right call.
Yeah, I think he blew the whistle on that one.
Yeah. Well, and again, like I said, once you lose sight of it, you lose sight of it. And that puck was, I think he ended up on top of it, and they might have knocked him into the goal. But it doesn't matter at any rate, so we'll stay tied at 1.
We'll take it.
2:12 left to go. Lancers still dangerous, but
right,
now Arnold
go,
picks up
here
the loose
go.
puck. He'll try and work ahead. Got it to Lee. Lee in on left wing, and he'll just dump it into the corner and go after for it. Whitrock behind the net, tried to center it, hit the back of the net with that. Lancers take over, and then a good job to take it away by Arnold.
Great job.
Goes into the far side, picked up by Omaha.
Here we
Jets
go. We got
with
numbers.
the intercept, but two players were in their own way. Comes out in front, top of the
that was a good
crease
try.
a shot.
Right again.
And it comes loose in front again, and the Lancers able to get it out to center ice with 1:35 left to go. Play across, that was picked off, and now the other way. Here's Lee, one man back for the Lancers. He's got a man with him, Arnold. Then a good job coming back. And I don't know, Lee didn't like it, but to be honest, that was just a good defensive play.
Yeah.
And the Lancers will ice it.
Well, we got an offensive zone face-off coming, so we'll take it.
Minute 17 left to go.
Both teams giving it their best effort, that's for sure. It's good hockey game.
Kaufman to take this draw. He wins it, and a shot right on, saved by DeGasto on that shot from a sharp angle by Krugel. Another face-off to the right of Vinny. And once again, Krugel plays it down the far boards, but that was taken by the Lancers, and they ice it again. We're down to 1:06 left to go. While I got a second here, let's see if we can see this one again. So, yeah, he definitely got into the goaltender. Eventually, when we have a chance to zoom in on that. Oh. Thompson goes down pretty hard. Puck comes loose in front. It was taken by Kaufman, and he had to try a couple times, and his shot missed everything. Ended up going off the glass. Bo Bloom keeps that in, kicks it ahead. Now he gets it again at the right point, sends it. Woodworth, he couldn't handle it, but then Bloom again keeps it in at the right point. Bo Bloom still with it. A couple of toe drag tries, but eventually he's knocked off the puck. And with half a minute left to go, we got a whistle. And I believe we're going to get coincidental minors here. Interestingly, Bloom will be off. Now, the thing about this is, there's 35 seconds left to go. And I may be wrong. I'm not sure who that was for the Lancers. Maybe Tyler Wynn, maybe?
Yeah.
But at any rate, those two, not only will they be gone for the next 35 seconds and not able to play defense for their teams, but they also will be ineligible for the shootout unless we use everybody else.
They're
not
the last
that,
two.
Not that Bo Bloom was probably going to be one of the first three choices. But it's always when that happened, I wasn't sure who it was. And I was curious to know whether or not that might make a difference. Of course, there's still a long way to go before that happens, as we've got 22 seconds on the clock. Jets with a puck in their own end. Run around near side, and it's tipped ahead, and Lee got it out to center ice. Going ahead with Whitrock. Works in, across. And he tried to get it to Whitrock, and it was broken up. Now laying another shot, a glove save by DeGasto. And he will hang on with 5.3 seconds left to go in the third period.
Great glove save there by the Omaha goalie.
I don't know if this is only for warm-up or not, but the varsity team for Omaha also has the pink jerseys on, pink and gray. Now, in their case, they have a big, long warm-up. So we'll see. 5 seconds left. Whitrock lost a draw for a change, but then it comes loose, and that's going to do it. We will go to shootout.
Good battle there, Joel. Good battle.
It really was. Like I said, now that we have a second, maybe let's see what we can do about zooming in a bit. So let's take a look at this. So here it is. The puck's coming in, and he is in the crease right there. So he preceded the puck into the crease. So this... And then he also runs into the goaltender and manages to tap it between his legs. So it was a great play, and I'm glad the Jets were able to do it. But I think they got away with one there.
Yeah. We'll take it.
So, like I said, we go straight to shootout to determine a victor here.
You'd almost like to see a little overtime, wouldn't you?
Sure.
I would. Both teams have played an excellent game, low scoring, good battle. Not a ton of opportunities, but good opportunities nonetheless.
The Lancers actually have the choice as to whether or not they want to go first or second. So normally they choose to go second, and it seems like that's what they're going to do here, or maybe not. Whitrock is standing out there for the Jets.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Having the quick conversation with DeGasto. Everybody's ready. And here is the initial shootout attempt. Whitrock slowly up the middle of the ice, right between the hash marks, back and forth, and had a poke check. The puck was poked away from him, and he never really got the shot on goal.
Just lost the handle there right at the end.
Yeah, well, he got in too close. If you're going to do what you're going to do there, you got to do it a little further out. He was just trying to get the goalie to commit, and to Vinny's credit, he never bit. So now Jake Bradshaw trying to work in from the left side toward the front, and a backhand shot.
He
missed
lost the
net.
handle.
Zach Erstad was taking that up, and he had Bradshaw beat.
He had him way out.
And all he had to do was slide that into the open net, but he went to go on his backhand and lost the puck. So Brody Lee will go next for the Jets.
Here we go, Brody, right here. Let's do it.
I still don't think he can hear you.
I know. But I'm going to give him...
Second attempt for the Jets. Both teams failed on their first. Comes in on the left side. Makes a shoulder move, in on goal, a shot. And he put it over the net. I believe that actually went off the stick of DeGasto. Yeah. And so 0 for 2 are the Jets. So, again, Bradshaw with an opportunity here. Taylor Ross getting this chance for the Lancers. And again comes in from the left side. From the circle, works toward the middle, and a shot and a save by Bradshaw. Stuck out the right pad.
Great job.
And was able to get that aside, and so we'll go to round 3. We're now in sudden death rounds, as both teams were 0 for 2 in the first 2 tries. Thompson Krugel has attempt number 3 here for the Jets. He'll come in from the right side. The left-handed shot works toward the middle, and a wrist shot.
Nice.
He scores.
Rifled that one. He rifled it.
That was just straight out.
Yeah, he got right under the blocker on that left side.
So we'll take a look as he comes in, and then basically waited for the goaltender to give him something, and he gave him that outside blocker side.
Okay.
So the Lancers have to score here, or the Jets will win. We'll see what happens.
Here we go.
Again, coming in from the left side, working toward the middle, and makes a move.
Yeah!
It hit the post and came right back out.
There you go. Great win. The boys are they're dogpiling on Jake Bradshaw. He did a great job. Great win.
Well, we'll take a look here. Whoops.
Love it.
Let's go back to that last one. So here it is. And like I said, he's going to beat Bradshaw between his legs, but the puck's going to end up going off the post right there, see? And it hits the post and comes right back out.
That was so close.
So he did everything.
That was about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch from going in, but we'll take it. Great job.
Hey.
Great way to get a win there, boys.
Whatever works. So the Jets win it in a shootout 2-1, excuse me. And a huge win for Kansas City here for this weekend.
All right, the varsity, the JV set the stage. Now the varsity, we need to get one more here.
Well, we'll see. We'll have that game for you coming up. The teams are already on the ice for the warm-up. They'll have a 10-minute warm-up, an ice make, and, you know, the starting lineups and all that other stuff that we do. We have a coach's conversation with Coach Emmons, so we'll get to our coaches' conversation a little bit after they get back out on the ice after the warm-up, after the so you can see the congratulations to the JV team with this big win over Omaha. Lancers do get a point, of course, but a great win for them. So I'm going to guess about 20, 25 minutes. Probably in between that where you're going to see the varsity game get started. So we appreciate you joining us for this one. For John Kirby, Joel Becker here from the Ralston Community Center Ice Arena, as the Jets win it in a shootout over the Lancers. 2-1 our score here on Kansas City Jets Hockey on the Jets Hockey Network.
You gotta support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the boards. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.